This is a church, which is a place where religious people go each week to do prayers, sing hymns and get circumcised. I used to come here regular as a kid, mainly because there's a great place round the back to have a little smoke. And apparently the police can't get you because Jesus was a talker. I went to meet the Bishop of Horsham, who works for God and has even met Jah. Respect.
So, what does God look like?
Okay. Well, I think the best way I can say that is he is sort of Jesus-shaped. when you look at Jesus...
So he's got a beard?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about what's inside. It's not that he's got a beard. It's the sort of person Jesus was. Okay.
Is he a man or is he a woman?
Well, he's neither a man nor a woman. He's God.
He's like a ladybug?
He is a beard.
So what has God ever done?
Well, he made the world. Okay. He created.
He made the world?
Okay, of course.
Did he?
Well, I can only tell you what I believe, man. I mean, I can't prove it to you. It's faith.
So you're saying God made the world?
That's what I believe, yeah.
And since then he's just chilled? So what about then the Virgin Mary? Was she really a virgin?
I believe that Mary was a virgin, yeah. She found that she was pregnant. And she asked the question, how can this be? I mean, I'm not surprised she said, how can this be?
But we know girls that also say, me find me pregnant. They find me pregnant, you know, what happened? And, you know, the mother will ever say, listen, girl, you know, you've been mucking around. Well, maybe you was drunk, maybe something happened.
Okay, well...
Don't lie to me. So, do you do miracles?
Well, if I have, they would always have to be in the name of the Lord.
Aye.
Lindsay Irwin, that's my name. I can't do miracles. God does miracles.
So can you do a miracle now?
Well, it depends what you mean. What do you mean? I mean,
a miracle.
What
like
I would not do. What I would not do is test God. You know, one of the things the Bible says is, don't test God.
Aye.
Don't say, hey, that chair could lift up in the air to test God.
But can you do that?
No, I can't. It would be a miracle if everybody treated each other like brothers, wouldn't it?
Respect, though some brothers fight. You know,
I know they do. But that would be a better miracle than this chair getting up and moving up and down. If everyone treated each other as brothers. Now, for me...
No, if this chair went up and down, that would be amazing. I just want to say big up. Big up yourself, Bishop.
Big up.
Yo, so diggity check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I is here with 4 people who has all thought about something called religion. How powerful is God?
I think there is a power. I think most people at one point or another experience that power. They draw upon something that seems larger than themselves.
Can God do better stuff than David Blaine's?
You're asking God to make square circles, which are impossible either. God can't do impossible things. That's not a limitation on God.
There have always been magicians, and there always will be, and some of them claim to be really producing magic.
So ain't God just like an overhyped David Blaine's?
No, and a lot of people would find that suggestion very offensive.
Yo, sorry. If God has got all these amazing powers, why don't he flex it every day? Like if you has got it flaunted. I mean, mate Dave, he's got a 9-incher. He gets it out all the time. God should be showing his powers. Well, let's talk about this man, the main man, the MacDaddy of the Christian thing. What was his name again?
Jesus Christ.
Yo, that's the one geezer with the tash and the sandals and everything.
That's the way he's portrayed in contemporary art, yes.
What day is he meant to have been born on?
We celebrate his birth on the 25th of December.
Ain't that a coincidence that he was born on Christmas Day?
No.
Why did Jesus go around with all them reindeers?
I'm not sure I've seen the same image as you've seen. I think you're confusing him with Santa Claus.
So does Jesus really exist, or is it just your father dressed up?
Yes, Jesus exists, as the second person of what we believe to be the triune God.
Is it true that he was born in a stable?
It's possible. He was born in those kind of simple circumstances. No room in the inn, that sort of thing.
There was no room in the... Well,
Yeah.
that's because it was Christmas, isn't it? Let's talk about some rituals. Why does you lot chop one of your nuts off?
Well, you're a little bit off target. It's a foreskin.
But why did you agree to do that? Like, Julie once asked me to shave my ghoulies, but me said, you know, that me never would because of their second day stubble.
I
well,
would have
it's
to
done
say,
when we're 8 days old, so the fact is before you get a chance to agree.
Let's talk about marriage. Would you ever marry someone who weren't the Jewish?
I wouldn't, and the reason I wouldn't is because the family that I want to create is a family that's going to have Jewish values in it.
What if she was really, really fit, though?
Doesn't matter. That's not the most important thing in life to me.
What about if Foxy Brown came in here now and said, yo, me want to marry you?
The answer is, if she's not Jewish or not willing to convert to Judaism, she's got her tradition, she's got her way of doing things, she should live her own life and build her own family.
Would you ever marry a Jewish girl?
I've chosen not to marry. I've chosen
What, just to play
a
around?
celibate life.
So how many months has you been celibate?
52 years next
So you
summer.
ain't done it for 50?
That's right. That's right. And I can tell you, there's more to life than sex.
Would you, as a gesture of bringing us together, marry her?
There are other ways of bringing us together than marriage.
What if she was a bit fitter? Would you consider marrying her then?
I am considering marriage not at all.
But people out there, they see people as meant to be religious, behaving in an unreligious way. Ain't it hypocritical that so many nuns also work part-time as strippers?
Well, I don't think you can demonstrate that statistically.
Yo,
That's
what-
an absurd statement that you've just made.
No, it ain't. I was been at my mate Ricky C's 21st, and there was this nun that came in, and
Oh,
like
this one.
10
So-
minutes later, she had her bubble-ons out, was
So
whipping
you just
shaving
said,
cream off his
but you
butty.
just said so many nuns work as strippers, and then you say this one.
Well, she
could have
said
been,
her name was Sister Fister.
but see,
Was that part of her act, or was that
that-
really who she was?
Yeah.
I would really prefer that you move off this topic because I find it offensive. It's not
Yeah.
documented by any kind of evidence.
We just got
It's
a video.
Hearsay. It's
I've got a
hearsay.
video of it. Yo, so we just want to say big up all yourselves, respect. This has been well interesting. It's been deep. It's been everything. There's been times when it's been boring. But that's life, innit?
Yeah.
And that's deep. Keep it real. And you lot out there, listen up to what has been said and think about it for yourself.